60 seconds.
So what's up with that?
I don't know, they kind of say we sound alike.
Well, of course we sound alike. I mean, we're cousins. I mean, obviously we're going to sound alike.
Do you think Buzz sounds like Nate?
They sound nothing alike. One's more nasal, and the other one's got more of a smooth kind of, DJ thing. Oh,
Karen, I'm writing.
Hello. How many people would like to play the game? So you're playing with yourself, huh?
Cookie, please.
Sorry. Just type your name in, okay?
It's not like you're being oppressed by men by the name Karen. Come on. No.
Okay, you want to do a 7-question game, or do you want 21? Hey, cool. Hey, you.
So it's sideways, so it's up and down, so it's
know.
sideways, so
30
it's up and down.
seconds.
Yeah? No, on the other side.
Okay, you have the letter B as your buzzer. That's B as in who's buying the beer tonight?
10 years ago when I was totally a skateboarder, and it was just me
For
and
the
Christian
last,
Slater were
do I
skating.
smell smoke?
And now
There's
he's
no
like Mr.
smoking
Bacon,
here.
and
20
of course, now
seconds.
we like to still talk.
Hey, we got 20. All right. A question comes on the screen. You think you know the answer, you buzz in, you pick one of the choices on the screen. You with me? Good.
10
Good luck.
seconds.
Just find me after the show. Okay,
9,
let's lose the desktop, please.
7,
And go to black.
6,
Buzz, get ready. All right.
Many fine hardware and plumbing stores.
Here we go.
Beer Whiz. Ask for it by name.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Yeah, welcome. Good to see ya. Looks like it's just the two of us. You ready to party? Take your pick. What do you say?
Let's have some fun. Here comes question 1.
And this category is a man with big monuments. $2,000 for a right answer. Imagine this listing in TV Guide. On What's Happening Now, Raj becomes a Hindu and converts his apartment into the Raj Mahal. If he uses the Raj Mahal in the same way the Taj Mahal was used, what will he do? After the Taj Mahal was built as a mausoleum for Shah Jahan's most beloved consort. Wait till you see the bathroom he had built for her. Come on, we need a category.
Here comes question 2. It'll make you feel brand new.
Alright, next up. Is that a candy cane or are you just happy to see me? 2 G's for a right answer. Okay, I want you to look closely at this picture and tell me which of the following would be the best name for this holiday scene. Santa Claus Trainer, North Pole Vault, Jolly Old Elevator, or Santa is pole vaulting at the North Pole. And Mrs. Claus says Santa always puts his pole right in the old vault box. Alright, go ahead and pick one.
Put on your pants for the naked dance.
3.
This one's gonna be slap me, hurt me, make me beg for more. Pay attention, $3 on this one. Here's a real knee slapper of a question about that queen of slapstick, or at least of cop slapping, Zsa Zsa Gabor. If Zsa Zsa decided to slap on some Hungary water, what would be the most likely result? She would smell like perfume, she would stink like a brewery, she would have a radioactive glow, or she would wrinkle and die a horrible death. Too bad you didn't choose this. Hungary water, the first modern perfume, was made for Queen Elizabeth of Hungary in 1370. I think the Queen might have been Zsa Zsa's younger cousin. How about it? We need a category. This category is even good guys croak. Okay, the right answer nets you $1,000. At whose funeral might you hear this eulogy? He will be missed. Though he lived for over 88 million years, he went too soon. He gave so much to our kids, and all he wanted was to love us and for us to love him. It would be Barney's funeral. But I don't think anyone would hear the eulogy. They'd all be out celebrating. Okay, pick a category. Okay, coming up, this category is politics in the dumpster. Get this right, get $2,000. Here we go, it's time for a celebrity trash question. When you think you know what famous person's trash I'm going through, just buzz in and type in your answer. I see some old bar graph charts, a box of Reform Party flyers, a Don't Mess with Texas button, and, a postcard from James Stockdale. Hey, who's trashing? Take it away. Type in your... We're talking about none other than presidential candidate Ross Perot. He proved that using bar graphs in campaign ads is a really ineffective campaign strategy. Come on, we need a category.
Oh, this is really big. This thing is huge. Sex!
And we call this one Mad Scientists and Community Service. $2,000 riding on this one. Check this out. You're down at the morgue trying to build the perfect 4-H club member. According to the 4-H motto, if you've already got the head, hands, and heart, what else do you need to do? Teach the creature some hymns, restore the creature to health, have the creature raise a heifer, or make sure the creature's hymen is intact. Here's what you should have picked. The final H is health, so you need to reanimate the corpse. Then just make sure its agriculture project does not involve fire. Take your pick. What do you say? The category is stark raving mad and smarter than everyone else. And this one's gonna be worth $1,001 bills. Okay, take a shot at this. If Rene Descartes and Andre the Giant were combined into one person, which of these sayings might have been coined? No man is a
I think, therefore I slam.
Rene the Giant Descartes, the world's first philosopher wrestler, wouldn't just pin you. He'd convince the referee that he didn't exist, and then he'd knee you in the balls. Alright, go ahead and pick one. An outstanding selection, because under that category is one major league point-racking question, the dis or dat. Category for this dis or dat question is Rock and Roll Planet. Okay, I'm gonna read off 7 names, and for each one, you need to tell me whether it's the name of a well-known band, the name of a well-known continent, or both. If the name that appears is only a well-known rock band, press 1. If it's the name of a continent only, press 2. If it's both, press 3. And if you want to skip, press 4. You get 500 for each right answer, but I'll take 500 away for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Alright, let me see 30 seconds on the clock. Let's dance. Australia, musical group, continent, or Asia. Europe. Antarctica. Alabama. Africa. Last one, big country. That's all she wrote. Perfect, and with time to spare, here you go. There's a little sugar for you. Let's move on. Come on, we need a category.
It's party time.
Here comes number 9.
And this question's category is warm and fuzzy talk show hosts. This might be a hard one, $3,000. Hang on tight, 'cause here we go. If talk show host Morton Downey Jr. had never shed the downy hair with which all humans are covered as newborns, what might be the best new name for him? Morton Prosciutto Jr., Morton Lanugo Jr., Morton Peruno Jr., or Morton Menudo Jr.? Let me take a second of my time to show you what's right. Lanugo is the name of the downy hair with which we're all covered from our 6th month of development through our first few months of infancy. Hey, do you suppose Morton keeps his Lanugo soft and static-free with new downy? How about it? We need a category. The category is the Barden Game Shows. And this one's worth $2,000. Get your fingers ready. Here's one coming at you. Which of the following game show titles could not be used to describe a situation in Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet? Love Connection, The Dating Game, The Newlywed Game, or Family Feud? Shubbing! Alas, Romeo and Juliet died before they were married, but they did get to make whoopee. Okay, round 1 is history. Let's move on to round 2. Now remember, round 2 means double the value of the questions, which means more cash won or more cash lost. Let's go. Okay, pick a category. Category. Music only a dog could love. We got $4,000 on the table. Okay, peel your eyes, free your mind, 'cause here we go. Scooby-Doo is to Scrappy-Doo as accordion is to Daphne, singer, concertina, or Lawrence Welk. Now the correct answer is concertina. Like Scrappy, it's the smaller and even more irritating version of the original. Come on, we need a category.
12.
Category, let's do it. Boxer briefs. Looks like a toughie, $6,000. Okay, hang tight, put your fingers on your buzzers, here's the question. In his prime, he could float like a butterfly and sting like a bee, but which of the following would boxer Muhammad Ali not be able to do by rearranging some of the letters in his name? Damaham, Hammad, Mayman Alam, or Mal Madam? His name doesn't have the letter N, needed to maim an alum. Say, you're a Harvard man, right, Maham? Alright, go ahead and pick one.
Take the elevator ride to 13.
The category. Who are the people in your neighborhood? $4,000 behind this one. Help me out here. I'm trying to remember, who is that guy? When you know the answer, buzz in and type the answer. You know, he's on that TV show starring the Back to the Future guy. He's the next door neighbor. And he's friends with the son and in love with one of the daughters. And he has a really silly name. Who is he? Let me take a second of my time to show you what's right. Skippy! His real name is Erwin Handelman. I hear he got nicknamed Skippy because he once covered himself in peanut butter and asked Mallory to be his jelly. Take your pick. What do you say?
And the number in your dreams, 14.
Alright, next up. A lot at stake. This one's worth $4,001 bills. We all know beauty pageants treat women like pieces of meat. Suppose there were a meat beauty pageant. Considering the literal translation of their names, which dish would you expect to win? Steak tartare, filet mignon, ribeye, or steak au gratin? Let me show you what someone smart would have picked. Filet mignon, literally cute filet. She might win based on her looks, but she won't be as popular in the talent competition as the New York Strip. Okay, pick a category. This one's gonna be, she's on an irritating kids show. Why do you ask? Get it right, get 2,000 bucks. Alright, here we go. That darn Carmen Sandiego is hiding in Pangea and you want to capture her. Assuming you are starting in the United States, what must you use to get there? A sturdy boat and plenty of rations, a time machine, mining equipment, or a priestess and a blood sacrifice. Pangea is what scientists call the continents when they were still all stuck together. That was during the Mesozoic era, so you'll need a time machine to bring her back. Or you could just go back and break Carmen's time machine and solve that problem for good. Come on, we need a category. Uh-oh, Chest Butt Sits Grime Floor.
It's time for
Sneaker Kick Next Group.
Here's a gibberish category. All for a quarter. Opening value is 10 grand. Alright, I'm taking cash away every second and a half, so the faster you are, the more you score. Okay, tell me, with what does this rhyme? We'll see the Willie? Now remember, don't get fooled by the punctuation. First hint, it's a musical group. It's a group that got in trouble. Go nuts! Type in your answer. Just admit it. You liked them when they first came out, didn't ya? How about it? This category is Go to Hell. And this one's worth $4,000. Let's say for your next vacation, you decide to show the kids the gates of hell. Because they each visited the underworld, your family might find each of these names carved in the gates of hell, except the Greek hero Hercules, the Argonaut Jason, the poet Virgil, or Jesus. You know, Jesus. Catholics believe that Jesus went to hell for 3 days before going to heaven. Guess that's so he wouldn't complain about heaven's air conditioning being on the fritz. Too bad you didn't pick this. Jason didn't visit hell in any of his adventures, so the kids won't see his name there. Sure, they'll be upset, but maybe you can visit the creators of Barney while you're there to cheer the kids up. Take your pick. What do you say? Okay, coming up, this category is, if I had wanted feathers on my ass, I'd have worn a boa. We are talking 4 big ones. Alright, fingers limbered, cause here comes the question. If Christopher Wren were in fact a wren, what might you expect to be true about him? He wouldn't sing so much as scream, he would do aerial. Sir Christopher Wren was a great architect, so he would build especially nice nests. I heard he's got a little twig and mud number in London that's to die for. Okay, pick a category.
Question 19.
And this category is bad vacations throughout history. We're talking 6,000 bucks for this one. Okay, ready. Pretend you live in Europe in the year 1582 and you're looking to take some time off of work. If you can only take your vacation on these dates in 1582, which would be the shortest vacation? July 4th to the 7th, April 28th to May 1st, October 4th to the 15th, or February 1st to the 20th. And over here we have the right answer. In 1582, the Pope introduced a new calendar, so the day after October 4th was October 15th. Oh, and this year you promised the kids you'd take them to a witch burning, too. Alright, go ahead and pick one.
Superstar. You're special. 20.
And we call this one keeping your Spanish fly zipped. Pop a right answer, you got 4K. Poor old Zorro. Imagine the years are finally starting to leave their mark on the sword-fighting hero's love life. If Zorro wanted to put some swash back into his buckle by taking the so-called aphrodisiac Spanish fly, which of the following is not a likely side effect he would suffer? Nipple-shaped hives covering his body, a persistent erection under his cape, an irritated bladder lining, or death? In case you're interested, here's the right answer. Spanish fly is made from the powdered remains of certain dried beetles and can cause all sorts of nasty side effects. But they don't cause nipple-shaped hives. Zorro must be wearing that mask because of the paternity suit. Take your pick. What do you say? The attack is now. If you see two words that match, buzz in. A right answer nets you $2,000, but every wrong answer drops you down $2,000. Listen, not all matches are true.
Remember the clue.
Only buzz in on a match that fits this clue. Celebrity is good enough to eat. That sounds appetizing. Let's take a bite, shall we? You were an animal on that one! Let's see where you ended up! That's the game! Man, your score is through the roof, and you better patch that up before anyone notices, because I've already noticed that. You don't know Jack!
Okay, excellent show. Please roll the commercials. And Cookie, what's happening here?
Well, what do you know? You made it to the high scoreboard. Of course, no one's ever played the game before, so a 3-year-old could have done the same thing. Anyway, when you're done admiring yourself, why don't you tell me if you want to play again, all right?
Infiltrate underground trivia competition.